All right, so just clicking record because I've been thinking about the video I made an hour ago or so about the fact that God is hiring. And it was inspired by a dream that I had a couple of years ago. I don't know if you've watched that video yet, but I made a video about a dream that I had a couple of years ago about God hiring. And I'll recap in a minute. But since I made that video, it's been percolating and things have been the thought of it's been going on in my mind, and there are a couple of things that I didn't say in the video that I really want to say. I mean, just a couple of things, and maybe as I talk free flow on this video, more than a couple of things will come up that I want to say. But basically what I was sharing in that video is I had a dream a couple of years ago, and I was walking along a road and I came upon a desk, and the guy who I was with, I think a spirit, God or an angel, asked me to sit down and fill in this job application that was on the desk, a big thick book that was a job application. And I opened it up and I put my name in, and then as I was turning the page to fill in the rest of the questions I saw that the answers were already filled in, that the application was already completed, that there was nothing else for me to add because it had already been done. So I turned to look at this presence beside me, and I asked, like, what is this? What's going on? And the essence, the kind of the feel of the man who was with me was excitement, and also it was kind of like just waiting for me to ask the question, like gagging for me to ask a question, like what's going on, right? Like really couldn't wait, excited to tell me that this was a job application for mothers, wives, and queens. That this was an application for women to apply for the roles of mothers, wives, and queens. And he explained to me that it was fixed, right? That the job application was already filled in, the job decision, the shortlist has already been made, the right applicants had already been decided upon, that the job was already yours, and so I don't remember how much of this was in the dream or how much of it happened after the dream. But what I came to understand of this dream was that these roles, mothers, wives, and queens, were women's roles that are incredibly urgent and important at such a time as this, in leadership, in the marketplace, in business, in the world of business, when the world is upside down, when there's shaking, where I like to say you'd have to be living at the bottom of the ocean in a cave somewhere to not realize that something is up. And I think this dream was telling me that the role of the woman, the role that women will play in this season of great shaking in the marketplace, was really important. So we're not talking about mothers, wives, and queens at home. We're talking about mothers, wives, and queens in the corporate space, in the marketplace. So marketplace mothers, wives, and queens. And he shared with me this dream, allowed me to see that we were talking about mothers, the women who conceive new ideas, conceive and birth out and raise up a new generation of leaders, mothers who will nurture corporate families, corporate communities, and bring soothing to souls. Mothers, women who will create calm, cultivate calm and nourishing atmospheres, create real connection, allow for connection of people, diverse people, to take place, and these women conceive different ideas, new ideas about how to do all of that, about how to make this the new come forward with power and purpose, right? So mothers, corporate marketplace mothers, and then wives. This is another role that's being recruited to. wives. And these are strategic partners to the masculine. That's a bit that I didn't say earlier on, that they're married to the masculine, that they go with the masculine, they're coupled with the masculine. Like, these women bring the feminine to the in a kind of agreement. They're linked, they're married, they're coupled with the masculine. And so they are managers who see to it that plans come together and good goals are reached. These are women who partner with the masculine, that they bring balance, that they to marketplace operation. They bring the feminine, they balance out the masculine, that they optimize operations and ensure that systemic well-being is prioritized through intimacy with the masculine, through connection and relationship with systemic masculinity. So I really wanted to make that clear. You see, so I'll say that in a minute. The third one was queens, and I think I covered this one in the last one, that queens are corporate sovereigns, those ones that bring the feminine to the highest offices, that the feminine expression happens in the highest levels of conversation. And I did deal with that one really quite well in the last thing. But the theme here is that womanity is critical in this hour. And that was a sentence that came to me that I feel it's really important to say, that womanity, women and our womanity is critical at such a time as this, in this hour, when the world is shaking, when the marketplace is upside down, when business and leadership is going through a transition, entering a new day and a new season. The role of women and the role of womanity is critical in this hour. And you are being invited to apply. If you are waking up to a realization that there's more for you to be in leadership, if you're realizing that you're still not yet fully expressed, that there's more for you to be. As I was thinking about this, I was thinking about when I was a midwife for a very long time. And so I met women who had spent years wanting to be pregnant, but really struggling to get pregnant. And I was really privy, up close and personal, to that pain, that hunger, that desire for expression of my mothering, like expression of my of becoming a mother. Like I saw it up close, how deeply women would feel that need to express themselves in this way. And so if you're being called to be a corporate or a marketplace mother, wife, or queen, you feel it. You will feel the stirring on the inside of you, things that used to be working, like where you were satisfied before, you're no longer satisfied. There's this hunger calling you into marketplace, into a newer type of expression, a newer version of you. There's something that you feel like there's still yet to be expressed through you and your leadership. These are signs that you're being called to apply for the role that's already yours. And the other thing that came up this morning as I was thinking about this is that even if you already think of yourself as, you can even recognize that the role that you're doing is this expression of the feminine, I think that you can reapply for the role, because there is a higher level of impartation. There's an empowerment that wants to come upon you to enable you to function in these roles at a higher level, with higher authority, with clarity about your identity. Like there's a refreshing of the power that you have within you. In fact, today I saw a power surge wanting to come for those women that would sit down and go through the application process. So if you are waking up to a desire for more, I want you to know that it's not random. I want you to know that it's an invitation to apply for this role that's already yours, to step into this calling that you were born to step into, to become the woman leader and change maker that you are yet to become. And I'm excited about this, and it is my honor and privilege to make this work of my life, to be supporting women to step and find their place in this new day of leadership, to really step into this calling, to express their womanity in high level leadership, in marketplace operations, in the marketplace, wherever it is that you're working. So if you know that I'm talking to you, then please use the link that accompanies this video and get in touch. I cannot wait to speak with you. God is hiring, and God is hiring. And I can't wait to help you fill in your application. See you later.